Okay, so let's talk about, if I can get there, let's talk about 118. All right. Okay. Instructional material. Lab math. I changed the name of this just to lab math section. All right. Let's look at here. I want to show you, I have added some actual practice and review material. All right. So the thought here is that we're going to go through all of these and discuss how to do them. I'm going to demonstrate them to you, and we'll see if you got them right. So what I want you to do is I want you to copy and paste all of these into another document or write them on a tablet, or what have you, and convert them, okay? So convert that first one, 10 milligrams to micrograms, 150 grams to nanograms, 36 grams to decigrams, all the way down. Now that last one you're going to see down here at the bottom is 150 milligrams per 1 deciliter to grams per 1 deciliter. And if you don't know how to do that, that is okay. We will show you that. So pause me. When you're ready, come back to the video, and I am going to go through each of these, and we are going to do them. Okay, so you should have done a few of these. Now, if you're doing them one at a time, that's fine. If you did all of them and you're going to watch, that is perfectly fine too. I am going to go through each of these and show you the correct answers. And if you have questions, then I want you to contact me. All right, so let's go to my handy dandy, lovely little whiteboard here. Let's see here. Let's put it in. You know, I just absolutely love all of my notes. Let's do quick notes. Okay. Go into a new notebook. Let's see here. New notebook. And we'll do it on one of these. We'll do it here. We'll do this. We'll do lab. Oopsie. We got to get that right. Lab math. Okay. Create. All right. Open up. Open sesame. All right, here we go. Now, get my pen here. So we're going to do 10, helps if you cut the pen on, 10 milligrams to micrograms. I'm going to do the railroad track method just because. Let me see if I can turn this. I don't see my little rotation tool. Yes, I do. Oops. Let's do it again. 10 milligrams to micrograms. So we're going to do the railroad track. 10 milligrams. Here we go. So there's 1,000 milligrams for every gram. Remember, I always go back to the base. And then in every 1 gram, there is 1 million micrograms. Micrograms. All right, so now you simplify. We're going to take out 3 zeros here and 3 zeros there. That leaves me 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. All right, these cancel. 1's on the bottom. The milligrams will cancel out. So I just multiply across. I've got 10 times 1,000, which is 10,000. 10,000 micrograms is the same thing as 10 milligrams. All right. Okay, next one. Let me lay this down like a piece of paper so we can do it a little bit better. All right, we've got 150 grams to milligrams. Now, you may be able to do this in your head, and that's fine, but we're going to work it out as a problem. So 150 grams. I need to get rid of grams, so they go on the bottom. So 150 grams. For every 1 gram, I have 1,000 milligrams, right? Pretty simple. Grams cancel. I multiply across. 150 times 1,000 is 150,000 milligrams. Pretty easy. Okay? this is where you've got to know your bases. So you remember that milligrams, milli, is 1,000, okay? So you could use that as like a multiplication factor. Okay, so now we've got 36 grams to decigrams. That's deci. Remember, deci is 10, okay? So 36 grams, 1 gram, which is our base, has 10 decigrams in it. Grams cancel. 36 times 10 is 360 decigrams. Or you could have the factor 10 times 36. Okay. All right. 110 liters to microliters. So you're going from a large to a small. So you should have more numbers, right? And remember, micro is 1 million. So we're going to say 110 liters. More numbers, I mean more decimal places. Okay, 1 liter contains 1 million microliters. Not more decimal places, more zeros. Liters cancel. You multiply 110 times 1 million. So we get 1. Okay. We get 110 million microliters. Railroad track method. Okay, try another one. Remember, you can stop and pause this video and look back, all right? Okay, 80 milliliters to deciliters. Remember, deci is 10. So 80 milliliters. Now remember, I go back to the base, so I want to get rid of my milliliters. 1,000 milliliters is the same thing as 1 liter. Now I need to get to deciliters, right? So I need to get rid of my liters. So 1 liter has 10 deciliters. Okay, liters cancel, milliliters cancel. We can reduce 1 0 here. We can reduce the other 0 there. Okay, that gives us 8 divided by 10. So, as always, even though maybe I can do it in my head, I always want to pull out my handy dandy calculator. Okay, handy dandy calculator, 8 divided by 10 is 0.8, 0.8 deciliters. Okay, now let's do the one that might have you confused, questioning lab math, hating lab math. 150 milligrams per deciliter. And you want me to go to, what was it, grams per liter? Oop. Erase. It sounds like pull up. Grams per liter. Okay. So there are 2 steps here. Okay. Number 1, we've got a numerator of milligrams and grams, and we've got denominators that are different of deciliters and liters. Now, look at these. You've got 150 milligrams per every one deciliter. So if there's not a number in front of it, it's understood to be 1. So we don't know how many grams, and we don't know how many liters, right? But we know that we're going to 1 liter, okay? That's what we want to wind up with. We want to wind up with the number of grams per every 1 liter because, again, this is understood to be 1. So we're going to convert 150 milligrams to grams first. So this is 2-step. 150 milligrams, okay? So it takes 100 milligrams to equal 1 gram. Okay, 1 0 cancels out. Milligrams cancel out. Going to multiply across is 15 by 100. Okay, handy dandy calculator. We got 15 divided by 100 is 0.15 grams. Okay? So we've got our top number. Now we need our bottom number. So we need to do the second step, which we need deciliter to liter. So we've got 1 deciliter, and I need liter. Well, it takes 10 deciliters to equal 1 liter, right? So deciliters cancel out. That leaves you liters. That leaves you 1 over 10, which is the same thing as 0.1 liter. But it didn't ask you for 0.1 liter. It asked you for 1 liter. So there's actually a third step. And that is dividing 0.15 by 0.1. 0.15 divided by 0.1 gives you 1.5 grams per liter. So 1.5 grams per liter is the same thing as 150 milligrams per deciliter. Yep, I know. Some of you are like, why? Let's do another practice one. Okay, that takes care of everything that I gave you on the practice. So you can go back, watch this again, practice with it a little bit more. But I want to play around with these 3 steps, okay? Because these are the ones that are important to you, because the way we measure something in the U.S. may not be the same way we measure it in Dubai, okay? So it's important to know the difference. So let's think of a common analyte that we would see everywhere, which would be glucose. And let's say that the glucose is 7. Let's see here. Let's hit picking up my... Nope, don't want that one. Erase. Erase, erase, erase. Okay. What color is that? Nope, don't want that one either. Give me something dark, please. Width. There we go. Hold on. There we go. Let's try that. Let's try something fun. All right. 70. I'll get it right one day. 70 milligrams per deciliter. And you're in Dubai and they measure it by grams per liter. Okay? So you really don't know what their value is. 2-step. 1, the numerator. 70 grams, actually milligrams. Let's erase that. And in fact, let's make this not as wide. Let's go down on some of that right there. There we go. Okay, 70 milligrams. I need to go to grams, right? So I need 1,000 milligrams because I want to eliminate the milligram for every gram. Milligrams cancel. 1 0 cancels. We get 7 divided by 100 equals, let's do the handy dandy calculator. 7 divided by 100 equals 0.07 grams. Okay, so the numerator's done. Second part is the denominator. We're going from 1 deciliter to liter, right? So I need to get rid of my deciliter, and it's going to take 10 deciliters to equal 1 liter. Deciliters cancel, all right, which leaves me 1 divided by 10, which leaves me 0.01 liters. But that's not per 1 liter. That's 1/10 of a liter. I need it per liter. So I divide on my 3-step, third step, 0.7 divided by 0.1, 0.07 divided by 0.1 gives me 0.07 grams per liter. So it's nothing more than a 2-step. Don't be intimidated by this. It's nothing more than a 2-step. You might like to write it this way. 80 milligrams per deciliter to grams per liter. Okay, the top is your numerator, the second is your denominator, the second step, and then the third is simplification. Right? And remember, we're looking for per 1 liter, not per 0.1 liter. All right, 80 milligrams. I know I need to put milligrams on the bottom because I need it to be eliminated. And I know that there's 1,000 milligrams per every gram. Okay, That makes 8 divided by 100 should be 0.08 grams. All right, so we've got 0.08 grams. Now, the second part is going to be 1 deciliter. I need deciliters on the bottom. 10 deciliters to every 1 liter. That gives me 0.1 liter. So 0.1 liter, but I need it by 1 liter. So I take my 0.08 and I divide it by 0.1 and I get 0.08. 0.08 divided by 0.1 and I get 0.8 grams per liter. Okay, so let's take a look at this for the next class, okay? I'm going to give you these problems, and you practice them, and then we are going to go over them at our next lecture, all right? So I want you to simplify 2.5 milligrams per deciliter. I want you to convert it, to grams per milliliter. I also want you to take 2.5 milligrams per deciliter, and I want you to give it to me in grams per liter. 2.5 milligrams per deciliter. I want you to give it to me in micrograms per deciliter. And one more. 2.5 milligrams per deciliter. I want you to give it to me in micrograms per microliter. Okay? So, I'm going to write myself a note here to make sure that I have the same stuff you do. Give these a try, and then on Wednesday for our next lecture, I will go over these and answer any questions that you may have. You can always send them to me. If you need a one-on-one with this, we can do that too. And we should be good to go. All right, guys, we're just going to keep doing this lab math thing. On Wednesday, we're going to go over these problems, and then we're also going to talk about percent concentration. So you might want to go ahead and look at percent concentration ahead of time. And what percent concentration is nothing more than saying it's something out of 100 total, right? Because percent is anything out of 100. So if you think about this, if I've got 5 cents, what percentage of $1 is that? It's easy to figure out, right? Because we know that the dollar is 100 cents. So 5 cents is 5% of $1. That's something relevant, right? We know that. So when we're talking about percent concentration, we're talking about something out of 100%, or something out of 100 grams, or something out of 100 milliliters. So if I told you that I have this glass, and in that glass, that's 100 milliliters of the solution, and 10 mils of that solution is Kool-Aid. What percentage of the solution is Kool-Aid? 10%, right? 10% Kool-Aid. So we're going to go over this again. This would be written the same as 10 mils per 100 mils. We're going to go over this Wednesday, and I'll give you some problems with this as well. And then we will start on our quest to molarity and normality, which will be so much fun. Okay, guys, thanks.